A major victory for Donald Trump in the Supreme Court. The court unanimously agreed to overturn the Colorado court decision to remove him from the ballot. The ruling could have seen Donald Trump struck off the ballot in multiple states if it succeeded. It didn't. Sky News Washington correspondent Annelise Nielsen joins us live from Colorado Supreme Court now. Annelise, so what did the Supreme Court actually decide here? Because it was unanimous.
It was unanimous. There was a slight dissent in the opinion from the Liberal justices, and that was around the discussion of whether Donald Trump is guilty of an insurrection or not. But generally, this decision completely sidestepped that and talked more about the jurisdiction. What we heard from this decision was that they don't agree with the idea that any state should be able to knock off a candidate from a ballot. In this opinion, it says, for the reasons given, responsibility for enforcing Section 3 against federal office holders and candidates rests with Congress and not the states. The judgment of the Colorado Supreme Court therefore cannot stand. All 9 members of the court agree with that result. The opinion continues the disruption would be all the more acute and could nullify the votes of millions and change the election result if Section 3 enforcement were attempted after the nation has voted. Nothing in the Constitution requires that we endure such chaos, arriving at any time or different times up to and perhaps beyond the inauguration. This has obviously been an opinion welcomed by Donald Trump. He has multiple legal challenges at the moment, and this is the first major victory he's had as he runs for the presidency yet again.
When you make a decision, you don't want to have your opposing party or opponent or even somebody that just thinks you're wrong bring a criminal suit against you or any kind of a suit when you leave office. I have that right now at a level that nobody's ever seen before. I have rogue prosecutors and I have rogue judges. I have judges that are out of control. And it's a very unfair thing for me, but serving perhaps as a sample to others of what should not be happening when you make good decisions.
Laura, as this opinion was released, Donald Trump's campaign was sending out links to fundraising. This has become a bit of a feature of the Trump campaign to be raising cash off the back of movements in his different legal challenges. This has also been an interesting case at the state level when we talk about the fact it came up through the Colorado party system, through the courts here. It's exposed what is the broader schism in the Republican movement about those who joined the case on the Republican side to see it go all the way to the Supreme Court here in Colorado, and those who defend Donald Trump and want to see him back in office.
It seemed to be kind of very hypocritical because there's if you look at the Republican Party as having kind of two factions, and we are very fractured in this state and I think nationwide. There's the never Trump Republicans and they have cried, we need unity, we need to unite the party, and so in order to achieve that, they file a lawsuit to remove the most popular candidate in the presidential race. So that was an affront, I think, to us as Republicans. It certainly makes our life harder to try to manage a party when you have so much infighting.
And of course, Laura, this is all on the eve of Super Tuesday, the single largest voting day in the Republican primary calendar. That's tomorrow. Colorado is one of the states across the country that will be casting a ballot to decide who the candidates should be for the upcoming presidential election.
Yeah, I think we know who that is, but we love the theatre anyway. Annelise, thanks so much. We'll check in soon.